Thank you so much to Cindy, to Lovey, to all 80 of our speakers. I think this was the best event we've ever put on. And I think it's no coincidence that 50% of our speakers are people of color, and it's the best event we ever put on. And first of all, I really want to thank Judy Jackson for challenging us about that. I want to thank Nancy Vaughn from my own team for being an advocate with me to figure that out. And yay, Nancy. And I want to tell you two things. One, we have visibility into who's on our lineup of speakers. We have very little visibility into who fills these chairs. And so our goal this year was two-front. We want to highlight an amazingly diverse lineup, more so than we ever had before. And it really wasn't that hard. And when you hear conference organizers that say, we can't find any women, we can't find any people of color, bullshit. State that that's what your goal is, make friends with people, put the word out. I am so incredibly proud of this lineup of speakers. And secondly, in terms of who's sitting in these chairs, we did something very subtle and it appears to have worked. And I don't know if anyone noticed it, but when you were buying your tickets, we normally would call it group ticket pricing if you were bringing a group. And we changed it to diverse ticket pricing. And I wrote some language about, please do not only bring the usual suspects you send to an event. Please bring the most diverse lineup that your agency represents. Please bring men, please bring people of color, please bring older creatives. And it was like that power of suggestion worked. And so we will continue to do that because the results are worth it. I really want to thank my team. In fact, I hope we can have a picture up here on stage. I really want to thank the Proper Planning event team. Can you even imagine putting on an event like this? They're amazing. I want to thank the volunteers, the guest bloggers who are helping capture all these takeaways. I want to say hello to the rising professionals in the stands. Apple enabled them to attend this session and a cocktail hour. Thank you to Apple. That was a beautiful addition to the event. I want to talk a little bit about what's next for 3%. So we're going to be continuing to focus a lot on certification because, as you saw earlier, that is the only way that accountability seems to be measured. We really want brands, talent, and agencies to know who's truly committed to creating cultures of inclusion. Please reach out to Leeson or myself if you're interested in going through that process. We're also going to continue to expand that Where We Stand study. And I want to announce something that my team and I are incredibly interested in doing research about the unique challenges of creatives of color in our industry. It feels like there's not enough insight into what we can do to support and amplify the careers of creatives of color. We have not found an agency to partner with us on that. We have decided as a team, we will underwrite it, we will pay for it because it's that important. So we will be doing that research next year. Okay. Oh, do I have a slide advance, or I had a couple things to show? Or if you guys could just put the first slide up, because I want to announce where we're going to be. We do one traveling event per year domestically and one internationally. We are going to be in Los Angeles. Thank you to Deutsch. They have a beautiful new space they built, kind of a hangar. They're going to be hosting us on April 26th. We're going to look at the intersection between technology and creativity as kind of a sub-level to that, a one-day conference. So if you're on the West Coast, please join us for that. Sorry, I skipped ahead a little bit. First, let me go sequentially. We have an event next week. I don't know, we're gluttons for punishment. Leeson is taking her final It Takes a Village book tour to Atlanta on November 7th. If any of you are in Atlanta, please join us there. And then I am bringing another event through the Inspired By series to to Los Angeles on December 7th. I'm going to be interviewing Andrew Arruda, who is completely blowing up the world of law. We'll be sitting in conversation, so if you want to attend that, let us know. By the way, both of those events are free. We really try to make a lot of our events available to the community, to students. And then we're also going to be announcing a new offering, something that we're calling Conference in a Box, where we're going to take all the goodness that happened here and package it in a way that you can bring it back into your agencies and get other people invested. So look for that. We'll be talking to you about that in a follow-up email. And this is super important. We send out an exit survey, and I say this every single year. That literally is the blueprint for what we do for the next year. We look at everything you tell us about what you liked, what you want more of, what didn't work. So when that comes in your inbox this week or next week, please send it back to us. We get a high return rate, and we read every last one. And then, let's see, I guess I wanted to say goodbye to our live stream viewers who have been with us for the last 2 days, and thank, again, HP for underwriting that. Wishing all the best of luck to our student scholars up there. You're delightful. We're so glad you were here. And also to our next creative leaders, best of luck to you. You're already on your way. And then we had a little video we wanted to show that was sent to us. Heat, which is an agency out of San Francisco, they did something unusual to make sure that this event felt amplified on the West Coast. Can we run that video?
Can't be what you can't see is like a really true statement in the sense that if you don't see those types of people in the leadership positions, what do we have to look forward to in the future?
If they're gonna hire me as a token, I know my shit, and I'm always willing to rise to the challenge. So, snaps.
It's really creating conversations that get us talking in a way that we haven't talked before.
Just to celebrate our differences, to celebrate all the stuff that makes us colorful. And I don't mean in the sense of skin color, I mean in the sense of spirit.
I think I'm really inspired when agencies take what we're doing and they partner with us, or they amplify it, or they somehow make it more accessible to their geographies. So please think creatively about what you can do to do something similar to that. And we're about to go into a party, again, sponsored by Apple. We don't normally do a party at the end. We have a DJ named Colby B, who's going to be making it lively. And I'm just so incredibly happy. I know I've cried before at this moment, but I feel really elated right now. I feel like this was a really important milestone year for us in a lot of ways. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for having some provocative conversations here that I welcome. And I just want to invite the team up onto the stage because I want you to realize that it's a big group that makes this happen, and I couldn't do it without them. Oh. Cool.
The boys in the audience. The sons, the future feminists.
Where are the men on our team? I feel like we have, is Bennett still here? Is Imran here? We want you on stage. Men and women together.
Wait, let's just take a moment to thank you. I'd like you guys all to give a shout out to Kat Gordon and this amazing team at Projects. And we want to thank you because you stand up, you make change every day. You're the lived experience. Thank you.